where she'll go. That's where she'll go. That's where she'll go.
So in today's video, we're going to be tackling a couple different projects around the house. We're going to be decorating and undecorating a few different spots. We're going to be working on the guest bathroom, sort of finishing decorating that and then trying on paint colors in there. So I'm really excited for that. We're going to be working hopefully on the living room because I ordered new chairs for the space. I sent back the ones from Target from their living room rearranged. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. It'll be linked down below on the show more part. But I'm really excited. I hope they fit. It's kind of like trying on clothes. Sometimes it's a good fit and sometimes it's not. So cross our fingers, they look good. And then we're going to be working on a couple different areas of the house, undecorating it and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm keeping it a little bit more casual. You guys seem to really like the living room rearranged with me and just seeing the process. So I thought I'd take you along the process of today, working on a couple different projects around the house. If you happen to be new here, hello and welcome. My name is Emily. Welcome to Mama from Scratch. I just love to be able to inspire and motivate you through decorating, DIYs, and home projects. And that's kind of what today's video is. It's a little bit of a mix of everything. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and let's go ahead and get started tackling these projects around the house. So one of the projects I wanted to tackle today was putting up this shelf for our shoes in the garage. We really wanted a metal one, that way it wouldn't rust and it's coated. And I picked this up at Home Depot and they had a couple different sizes and heights in it. So this ended up fitting perfectly where we wanted it. I will say though, it needs to be a two-person job because these little clips, if you weren't holding them on, they'd pop off and you had to start all the way over. So I ended up replacing this little shoe rack here. It's just really small. Maybe for smaller shoes, but when you have mud boots and rain boots and all that, it didn't work very well. So I wanted to create something that had enough height for us. I used some IKEA trays so that nothing would drip down to the next shoe. And then I got these little bins at Home Depot. I think they were like $3 a piece, really good. I decided to do the gray versus the white so it would show less mess. And then just put the kids' shoes in there, and that way everything has a spot and you know, everything will just stay organized a little bit better. The guest bathroom is such a hard room to film in because it's so narrow. It's just such a tiny room. I couldn't get the door to shut and I was like, why is the door not shutting? Let me show you. Come here, look at this. Yep, They think that that area is the laundry basket. Let me know if your kids do the same thing. Sorry if it's echoing here, but the main thing that I am addressing today is this area here. This is just not working for me and it's just a tension rod. I never hooked up an actual rod up there, so I ended up finding this one at Target, and I like that it's bowed so that you have more space if an adult's in there. I like this because it's so close to you, it kind of feels a little claustrophobic, so this creates a little bit more space. It says it goes from 50 to 72 inch. I think the last one I installed was just like a regular size, and so before I went to the store, I measured, and I was like, I think I measured 95, and I was like, that says it only goes to 72. So I'm thinking it's only 65. So, oh, it's 59. So I was just a little off, but that's really good. I really wanted to do just a regular curtain, but it gets steamy in here, even though we have a fan and stuff, and the other half wasn't so fond of that idea, and I was like, no, it'll be fine, because I wanted the height. Well, I did pick up a shower curtain at Target, but apparently Amazon has a very similar style one and they sell it in different heights, and I really like that idea because we have 9-foot ceilings and this is only like maybe 6.5, 7 feet. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall, so this is, I don't know what the distance is from there, but it's probably, you know, 7 or so feet, and I want to take it up a bit so that when you see the reflection in the mirror, it looks really good and you don't see the shower head. You know what I'm saying? I would love to add tile in here. I found a beautiful one. I was like, yes, but I'm just not ready to tackle that huge project because I actually have to take this whole unit out, this tub and shower is one solid piece versus sometimes when you get the fiberglass units, they can be like a tub and then you have the walls that are a separate unit. It's not. And the kids are just really messy still. And I'm like, you know, we'll do that later on. You know what I'm saying? But I like the idea of doing a nice solid glass door here that's trimmed out. I think that'd be nice. I think it's like where they do it halfway across or something. Not like the sliding doors, but just like a solid piece. It looks really good. I've seen it a couple different spots and I'm like, that is just sleek. It's clean. But for now, kid friendly, we're doing it this way. So we are going to just take this off. It should just come right off. Where is it? Oh, look at that. It's stuck to the wall. Oh, alrighty then. Oh yay, now I have to do a paint touch-up. Woohoo! Joy. But this tension rod is so old and things came out of it. So, but hey, you know what? It did its job. So my idea is to line it up with the baseboards. So if I do 72, it hits right here. Not so good. If I do 84 inch, that it comes and it goes up to here, which I think is much better because it almost goes to the top of the mirror. And then they also have an extra long one that goes to 96, which would be way up there. I think that's a little too tall. I think I'm gonna do 84 because then it covers the shower spout and not bad. So, and then if my liner is 72, where is that gonna hit? So I think I'm gonna have to get a new shower liner if I do the 84 inch curtain because the one I have now is only 72 and that'll pop out and that'll get water everywhere.
So I didn't realize when I bought this, it actually can be used as a tension rod or you can permanently mount it to the wall. So I thought that was great. I'm actually just going to use it as a tension rod since I'm going to order the other one from Amazon, I think, after I decide on the color. And I think this is a great option, especially for renters or if you're looking for a non-permanent solution.
Gray shower curtain definitely darkens it up in here more than I was thinking, but I didn't want to do white because I have boys and they're just dirty, you know? So I was thinking gray, but we're gonna have to see how it looks with the paint color. So I did pick up 2 different towels at Target. This one's pretty, and the boys actually like this one. It's a little bit more florally, and then we have this one. This one's a little bit lighter gray. And they're kind of in between. I almost like this one just because it's darker, you know? I don't know, wouldn't that be a cool wallpaper? I think it would be really neat. But like that right there, that adds quite a bit. And I know we don't have the trim up yet, but it just, you know, I'm trying to get a visual before. Oh, this one has fringe at the very bottom of it. Can you see that? So that's kind of pretty. So let's see. Do we like light? I mean, they're both good. I mean, it's really going to depend on the paint color in here. So I think right now I really like this one a lot. I like this one a lot. So I think that's a good. The washing machine is humming in the background, so you'll just have to ignore that little bit of a buzz. But on my phone, there is a Benjamin Moore color app on this. The photo visualizer, little button here, and this allows you to go through the colors. Isn't that kind of cool? A hunter green. So these are a little bit, I think, too blue looking still. So I'm gonna keep going. Uh-oh, did we pass it then? Let's see about this one. Dink. There we go. So that has more of a bluish tone, but if I did the entire room. So that's obviously kind of a lot. So I think I would go in here and erase, and I'd probably erase the ceiling because I don't plan on painting that, even though it does look kind of cool with it painted. Let's see, let's keep going here. I'm curious what that color would look like. Oh dear, that looks more pink. And these aren't going to be fully accurate either on your phone, but I can at least, ooh, I kind of like this one. Maybe not. See on there like what we're looking at. So this is blacktop. I really like the way that's looking. And then there's this one, which is called Black Knight. That one looks a little bit more blue. And then there's this one, which is Onyx. This one's actually supposed to be really dark black. But something I like is, like you guys were saying, maybe do the board and batten lighter and then just do the upper wall dark. But I just want to see how this would look. So let's say we do the board and batten here, going all the way across. And then we take off this, and this is the normal color. And my walls are pure white, and you can see that in the picture they look great. So this is just an idea of what we could possibly do with this. But that is how the bathroom could look if I did the board and batten dark. But let's say we leave the board and batten white. How that would look. Obviously the ceiling is dark, but that looks pretty cool actually. Maybe I would just leave the ceiling dark. I don't know. I think this is fun to do so you can visually see what you like. Based on that, do you guys like the color being darker on the top or darker on the bottom? And do I paint the ceiling? That would be kind of cool to paint the ceiling. I also picked up one other thing for the bathroom. This soap dispenser. I really like it. It's like a spackled, like it's almost like a, I don't know what they call it, like kind of like a metal finish, but it's not shiny or anything. But I'm gonna test it out before I put soap in it, because I have put soap in one of these containers before, not the specific one, and the thing doesn't pump. And it was like, wow, that was a waste of my time. So, all right, I filled it up with just water, which it might be a little bit thicker, but let's see how it shoots out. That's not bad actually. So I'm glad that it doesn't go straight out, but it gets a little bit here, but I mean, it'll be in the bathtub, so I'm not too concerned about that. But that's not too bad. I like this. I'm finally getting rid of all the Christmas decor. Even though this isn't really Christmassy, this is more wintry, I'm ready for spring, so it's going away.
I am so glad to finally be putting like all of the winter and Christmas type of decor away. I am so ready for spring, and it feels good just to kind of refresh the house. So I ended up just getting actually 2 different bins, one for the garlands and one for the trees and the sprigs, and this worked out great. And something else that I do, if I'm going to be putting these into the garage, I will always put the lid on and then take some tape and go around the edge just to keep any bugs out, and it's always worked for me. And then I just peel the tape off for next year, and I have really clean items. Nothing's dusty, no bugs or anything. And finally, what some of you have probably been waiting for are the living room chairs that I got. I was so excited about these. They're really easy to put together because all you have to do is screw on the feet, and they're really thick metal feet. And that's it. They came so well packaged. I was very impressed with the packaging on these. I got them from All Modern, or I think Wayfair carries them too. So I'm excited to show these to you.
Okay, the chair itself is pretty, okay? I like the design of it and everything. It's not that comfortable. I don't know, I really wanted them to be super uber duper comfortable because I really like the way they look, but I don't know, we're gonna have to see. A lot of you guys mentioned in the living room refresh video, and those that watched, thank you again very much for offering your helpful suggestions and stuff. A lot of you said to get rounded chairs to break up the squareness. I don't mind the square, I like square, but I like that idea. I think for, especially if they're gonna be swivel chairs, putting them over here where this chair currently is, I think that'd be really helpful. Or really, even if the chairs went underneath the window or here in the entryway area, having them be swivel and rounded, I think is really nice. I really like the Target chairs. They come in two different colors. One's a silver, so that's out. The other one is, I don't know, it's kind of like an autumn color, kind of like a gold brown, I don't know what kind of color it is. It's pretty, but I don't like the color so much for my house anyway. So I'm trying to find something similar to that, but in the right color. And apparently the color is just going to be very more difficult than I thought. So let's rearrange this and yeah.
I love the look of these chairs. They are very deep, so you can cozy up on them really easily. These are 42 inches deep, but they're on a scale for comfort. They are a 6 or 7 for us, and we're being extremely picky here, and we want them to be about a 9 or a 10. Since this is our main living space, we don't want to compromise on that. So it was just a little bit of a bummer because I really liked the way they looked in the room, especially against this wall with the windows, and then also in the open area as you come in through the front door. I think they looked fantastic. So I definitely like the darker color, but the hunt is still on for, I'm gonna try to find some swivel chairs and see what happens. I'm a little disappointed. I just wish they were a little bit more comfortable for everyday use.
It is now the next day. As you can tell, it is light out, and I'm really excited because I got a special delivery. This wasn't supposed to come till next week, and it came a whole week early, so maybe that's a good sign. I took a chance and ordered a couch off of Target. No reviews, but it looked great, and it comes in 3 different colors. So I was like, you know what, let's do it. And this was ordered this before I sent the chairs back. So the chairs were already on order, and so I figured the 2 together would make great with what I have now. So now that the chairs aren't here, we're gonna see. So let's unbox it and see if it'll be good. Hoping, crossing our fingers. I'm taking a chance on it, but I took a chance on our other couch and I love it. So, you know, maybe this one will be good. Let's find out.
All right, I was not expecting it to come piece by piece. I was thinking it was going to be kind of like an IKEA couch where you attach the top and the bottom and that's it. This had every single piece pretty much separate. All the cushions came off, had zippers, so I thought that was good, but it came with a broken piece off of the main leg area. What is my luck with this? I'm telling you. The other chairs came perfect, but they just weren't as comfortable, and it's just a little bit of a bummer. But it happened, so I decided just to put it together anyways to see how comfort-wise it would be. And I will say that the couch flexed when we sat on it, so I wasn't that happy about that, but I do like the way it looks in the room and the style of it, but it's definitely get what you pay for, and this one I'm gonna send back too.
So now that I have played musical chairs in here a lot, I'm seeing what I like and what I don't, and that's part of the process of this and what I wanted to do with this and like get out of it. So it's beneficial, even though like I do have to return things. It's okay, it's part of the process. Just like if you order something like a blanket or something, you don't like it, you send it back, you know? It's just on a larger scale because it's furniture. So something that we both agreed upon is if we're gonna do a sofa in here, we like the idea of doing an L shape with the sofa. So that's gonna stay if we do that, and doing chairs here. I do like the way dark chairs look over there on the wall. And I do like the way they look over here. So we're probably gonna stick with something like that. I decided to get on and look for a couple rounded swivel chairs like you guys suggested, and I found a couple options. One is not swivel, but I absolutely love the design of it. It is gorgeous, but it is really splurgy. And without being able to sit in it, I couldn't justify ordering that or anything. So I decided to just put that off, even though it's gorgeous. It is beautiful. I actually found a couple on Pottery Barn. I decided to order some swatches. They were completely free, so that's nice. I got a couple high performance fabrics that I like on the computer, so we'll see how they look in person because everything's different in person. And so we'll see if any of those look good. I like the style of the chair, but now I need to go to the store and sit in that style chair before I order it. But with them, if I order now, it's not gonna come in till like June or July. So if that's something I want, I just need to get on it. And I'm not really finding much that I like that I can just order from a regular like Target or something. So they have great stuff. It's just nothing I'm falling in love with. So I definitely want comfort because this is our only living room. So I want it to be extremely comfortable and workable. That's really important to me. If it's just a side sitting room, I would be like, oh, that's totally fine. But that's part of the reason why it's taking me longer to furnish my entire house is because I'm still working on the way I want certain rooms to function for our family and what our needs are. And I kind of like that idea. So I tried out for a little bit and see if I like it in there. And then if I don't, then I switch it up and try something else. That's just the way I work. Just, it is what it is. But something else is that if I wanted to do the U shape, like I told you I liked in the living room video, I need to scale down the furniture size because my room is narrower and it's longer. And a lot of people's homes that I like the U-shaped furniture and they have really wide open spaces. My space is open, but it's not that wide due to the hallways and stuff. So I have to work on that. This sofa is very large, so if we're keeping this, then I need to work with this and keep that in mind. If I was gonna replace it, I'd probably do it something a little bit smaller on scale so everything would feel well balanced. Seeing the furniture in the house is really helpful for me for balance. Like, yes, I can tape it out with tape on the ground, which I find very helpful, but seeing it physically in this spot is really good. And if you don't want to go through the process of ordering furniture like I did, try to find yourself a really big cardboard box that's the same size and build it out so you can see how boxy it's going to feel in the space and if it actually is going to work for you and your family. But I hope you guys found today's video helpful and fun to watch and seeing me tackle different projects around the house and seeing the process kind of come to life. Hope you enjoyed that. Give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you again for spending part of it with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
You're beautiful.